Wellham fam, welcome back to our channel. I'm Debbie.
I'm Darren.
And this is Game of Thrones. Yay! Right, it's one of my puzzle ones. It says from 8 ages up. There's no tools involved, although I do tend to use this, and sometimes they give you, I can't find what I've done with it, but a little tabby thing.
314 pieces.
That's what I was looking for.
And it's got a time bit next to it as well.
Yeah, it reckons between 150 and 180 minutes. Yeah, so this is concentrating on the Red Keep and the immediate things in the area. So if you were to have, there's another one that does King's Landing, which has got a smaller Red Keep in it, so you haven't got this detail. It's something I'm hoping to get a long time down the road, but not quite yet. Anyway, as it shows you, it's one of these sort of put together jobbies. I really love these. They're thick pieces of card and you get nice detail. And it's Game of Thrones. It actually says from the age of 8 up. Now, I might be old-fashioned and our children are of the furry variety. I can't imagine anybody letting an 8-year-old watch Game of Thrones with the amount of nudity that's in it. So, I'm not quite sure. I suppose you could get it for an 8-year-old if you were keen on Game of Thrones and you wanted your 8-year-old to put it together. When we enjoyed putting it together.
When we were young, the Batman films were 15 certificate. Even though they had Happy Meal toys for them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but kids recognise Batman. It's something that you'd get in cartoons as well, and it's something that you'd get in... It
wasn't then.
No, but comics.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, things are different now anyway. So just taken off the cellophane.
Yeah, don't forget that when we were kids, Gremlins was sort of sold to us as a family film.
Yeah.
You look, it's actually a horror film.
It's also considered a Christmas film, which I thought was weird. Yeah. Right, so it's in one of these lovely boxes. Now we've had one other in this lovely box, which was our Hogwarts Castle, which I've got to finish off now. I've got some boards, but I will show that at a later date. Look at those trees. Now, those of you that have seen my birthday unwrappings have already seen that I've got this. It was one of my birthday presents. And you'd have also seen I got Winterfell as well. Now, the reason I'm doing this one first, it's twofold, if I'm honest. The first reason is because Winterfell was always the one that I desperately wanted to get and do. So that's what I'm most looking forward to doing out of my Game of Thrones ones. So I like to save things like that till last. It's like if you have a roast dinner, I save my Yorkshires till last because they're my favourite. Anyway, the second reason is because when I do Winterfell, it's going to be kept on top of Mishka's cage. Now, that's not a problem, but I do use the top of her cage for other bits. I may actually use it for the top of Victory's cage, but I'll see. So, yeah, so basically it's more sort of filtering out, and I've got lots of other projects between. Right, so there are one of 24. So let's just, I'll show you the manual bit in a minute. Because, I mean, up until now, all the ones I've done of this have been Harry Potter based. Now, they also do one I want to get, which is the Flying Dutchman, which is the ghost ship of Pirates of the Caribbean. Haven't got it yet. It's got green LED lights as well, which makes it really cool. But yeah, I mean, I love these, and my only pet hate I have with these actual ones is you can't, once you put them up, putting them down and making them reusable to go up and down like that isn't really something that's that feasible with these. So I tend to get ones that I want to actually display, and then whatever time I get out of them being displayed is what's it. But at the end of the day, you might pay £25. I'm not sure how much this was, but you might pay £25 for something, a board game or something that you only get out of the cupboard once. So, you know, depends how you look at it. Right, so we have got loads, as I said, 24 sheets. They look like these are singular ones as well. Oh no, they are doubles.
Yeah.
They are doubles. Beg your pudding. There we go. And if we look at this, so you started off, you got your step 1 and you got your step 2, and it's very much a lot. I mean, if any of you are wondering why I've got the tweezers, I can't remember what I did with them, they're buried somewhere. The reason I've got them is to pop out the little gappy bits you get where bits slot into. And so how much are we looking at? Well, that's not helpful, is it? It doesn't tell me the amount of pages. So I can't tell you the amount of pages unless I count through them, and I can't be bothered. So we won't be counting through the pages, but there's quite a lot to it and it's quite in depth. So yeah. Right guys, so let's see how we get on. Right, guys, so as you can see, now completed. Good grief, was some of it fiddly. And as I say, I did have the slight issue of putting the bits that go underneath on top because it didn't actually specify what they were for until I turned it over and I thought, these are legs to stabilise it. By which I mean, I'll show you under its skirt. There you go.
Well, hey.
It's turned out really lovely. As I say, a couple of fiddly bits, and sometimes the pictures took a bit more training on, if you like. Right, now then, this quite clearly says it takes...
Hold it. Focus. Yeah.
Right, so this quite clearly says it takes... How long, Darren?
150 to 180 minutes. Well, just to pop the bits out.
Yes. Now, you guys know I'm not a novice at this. Admittedly, when I did the second half, it took me a bit of getting used to again. But it took me, in total...
11 hours, 35 minutes.
11 hours, 35 minutes.
There is no way you would do that in 3 hours.
No.
Absolutely no way you would do that in 3 hours.
There's really not. There's no way in hell you would do that.
How many pieces are there?
There are... 314 pieces, and I can tell you that it felt more than double that.
So 314 pieces, you'd have to do nearly 2 beats a minute.
It's not going to happen, especially when you have to work out what angle they're going at, because as I said, as you're going through the box, well, as you're going through the leaflets are really well done. This is certainly not a starter project.
No, it has got difficulty level on the front.
It has. I mean, it also says 8+. I think I saw it on somewhere.
8+, yeah.
Something else.
Yeah, it is. I just age 8+.
Complexity is 6, which is really helpful, as I don't know what the
what it's out of.
is.
Yeah, so is it out of 6? Is it out of 10? Is it out of 100? That's right.
But yeah, I mean, no, I love doing it. I must admit, with these types of jigsaw card snap projects, they are really fun to do. Or I find them really fun to do. A lot of you guys have said they'd be quite fiddly and what have you.
Yeah.
I'm not too bad at close-up work, but it does take me a while, and you know.
Yes, it helps because you haven't got any problem with the movement in your hands.
No, not as it stands. No, which is good. But no, I just think it's lovely. I really do. This, in case you were wondering, size-wise, is 52.5 centimetres by 45 centimetres by 34 centimetres. So if you want that in inches, it's 20.7 inches by 17.7 inches by 13.4 inches. Now, I love these CubicFun ones, I really do. I won't be starting the Winterfell one that I've got anytime soon because I mean this is sort of going on top of Earbud's cage, bless his heart, so you know he won't mind. They get quite excited about new things anyway. But yeah, I mean, I loved the little shop ones that I did, and I loved the all of the ones, actually. I've been really pleased with. The burrow I wish was smaller.
Yeah.
But it had to be that large to be able to do it properly.
Yeah.
As far as I should really look into whether they do a Lego version of these. Just out of curiosity more than anything else. But
don't know. They may do later on.
They might do later on, yes.
Yeah, because they've only recently started bringing out adult packs.
Yeah.
because it's not a pack that would necessarily interest the child.
No.
So, but they just recently started, or last year or so, they started bringing out the adult packs.
They do. This is the Red Keep.
Yeah.
They do have King's Landing.
Yeah.
Now, again, it's something I'd like to get later on. Instead of it just being the Red Keep area,
yeah, that bit
this
smaller,
is
isn't
obviously a lot smaller. Well, not obviously, but it is a lot smaller.
Yeah.
And you get the whole of King's Landing, so you've got all the little houses and whatnot.
And you can replay the end and pour lighter fluid on it and light it, and the whole thing will go off.
Or not. Because I've only just completed it and I'm really chuffed with it. I mean, you know, as far as shelf life goes, this is going to be a nightmare on dusting. To be perfectly honest, what will happen is it'll get to a point where it is that dusty and you can't do anything with it, and some of these bits will loosen. These are not things that are necessarily going to live for true.
Yeah, it does.
But you aren't necessarily going to get bits that will last for years and years and years.
No.
However, I'm not being funny, but to me, if I was paying to go out somewhere for the day, the likelihood is I wouldn't spend 11 hours something necessarily there.
No, that's right.
Namely because I couldn't imagine to do it, couldn't manage to do it all in one go. So then you'd have to have an overnight pass. Or
someone to stay overnight.
Somewhere to stay overnight.
Yeah.
So when you consider this gave me entertainment value for X amount without me having to leave my sofa.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter how much you sort of get out of it. As you guys know, I very rarely throw out anything. So,
yeah,
you know, and I really do love this. I think the detail in it is incredible. I know Darren's mum's going to be chuffed to see it because it was one of the bits that she got me for my birthday, wasn't it? Or was it my birthday or was it Christmas?
It was.
I don't know.
I think it was your birthday.
Don't know.
Could have been Christmas.
Could have been Christmas. Could have been birthday. My brain isn't that good. I just remember who it's from rather than when it's from. But yeah. No, so I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. I know it went on a bit, and obviously I apologise if some of you guys would prefer it if the speed be a bit slower, or some of you prefer it to be a bit faster, but Darren will do whatever he thinks. It's got
to make it a bit for people to watch, because it's, I mean, we could do it at real time. It's going to be 11 and a half hours, which would drive everyone up the wall.
Yeah, including me, especially when you've got just me sitting there trying to work things out. Yeah. I mean, you know, if I was continually building...
As you're continually talking as well. So that would help.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, people. But the point is, I did it.
Yay!
And it looks wicked.
Yeah.
So
well,
cool.
looks at these things now. They're about 24 to 26 quid. This one is.
Yeah, I think it's around that roughly anyway. These go up and down on Amazon anyway. So
yeah.
But I think they were.
Well, 24 quid on Zavvi.
We paid, yeah. I think it was closer to that because Zavvi had a deal on at the time, basically, which meant that although I think we got it from Amazon because we get free postage with Amazon, that does shoot their prices down as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want me to do round the side, or do you want me to
There's
turn
not a lot to see at the back.
No,
really.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I'll take a walk round. I'll take a wander around, and then you say.
And then it should be
Yeah. Turn your light out.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's really cool. If you can hear clonking again, it's Victor and Mishka out, in case you're wondering, and it's not as dark. It's not as late as you think.
It's winter.
Or as my body's telling me. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, really pleased, really happy. So guys, all that leaves us to say, or leaves me to say, is be safe, be different, and may the odds be ever in your favour, depending on when you see this. Bye.